Hey guys, it's Arambiski here with another Dead Ops Arcade 4 video. Season 1 is around the corner, starts on Thursday, December 4th. And there's a lot of stuff in Call of Duty's blog post that they released yesterday, including some DUA 4 changes that will be outlined in this video. Before we begin, just a quick announcement that you can join my Discord server to keep up with the latest news in DUA, and also matchmake with some other players if you need help with the trophy or rewards. Starting in Season 1, you'll be able to play normal difficulty exclusively in first person. Of course, normal allows you to get the coin operator camo, and it's also endless. So if you beat the boss around 80, you have the option to continue playing. A lot of people have been asking about where the FPS playlist for normal was, as on launch it was only available on casual, and here it is, coming much sooner than it did in Cold War. Just keep in mind that first person is a little tougher on this game than it was in DUA 3, so just be careful out there, as certain enemies and hazards have been known to be fairly deadly. Also, there will be a hardcore playlist coming, so this is something that was teased back in September. All we know about it currently is that there will be restrictions for the mode, including no GobbleGums, no Slayer Mart, and a few other quote-unquote luxuries being taken away from the player. Remember, the name of the playlist is hardcore, so don't be surprised if the pop-back slaps you around a bit. There are some gameplay adjustments planned for the mode in Season 1, including improved enemy targeting, so this is the pathing of enemies in co-op. I think this change was already applied a few days ago, but I'm sure it'll be a continuous work in progress. Also, here's a big one, adjusted enemy melee behavior. So one of the most difficult components of DUA 4 so far has been the way that the enemies long arm you, or maybe when they start swinging at you ahead of time. I'm not quite sure exactly what's going on with the zombies in this game, but it's clearly made it difficult to hit gaps and run the board with the Fate of Furious feat. Some folks are saying feat might be the worst fate in the game for the first time in the series, which I wouldn't go that far when the humble friendship is sitting at the end of the lunch table. But definitely this is a change that on paper will make the game a lot more rewarding in terms of player movement. Crawler zombies will now expire 8 seconds after dismemberment. That's kind of whatever. Boss health rebalanced, so even recently, Pop-A-Back is a little tankier than he was on launch. The Mimic is stronger as well. The Slayer bosses take less damage from vehicles. So I'm not sure if the Pop-A-Back is receiving additional adjustments in Season 1 or this is just a recap of a previous patch. We have updated barrel damage values, so the explosive barrels are pretty non-lethal at the moment. I don't think I've died to one yet. It's very hard for them to even explode on you, and if they do, they only damage you partially, unlike the previous game where they would kill you in one hit. Speaking of killing in just one hit, the lethality of electric poles will be tuned in Season 1, so this is likely for the first person perspective, where poles currently deal fatal damage to the player, so they will likely only deal partial damage in the future. Fix an issue where the abomination enemy could spawn outside the map. So this is where they would kind of get stuck outside the map and you'd be stuck shooting them for a bit. Usually would happen on 2.0. Abominations, are there any other issues you guys have had with them recently? Nothing comes to mind for me, but also player collision improved when boosting. I'm not quite sure what this is, but it sounds positive to me. We also have some Slayer Mart adjustments, including bug fixes. Rambo, did you know you could get multiple fates? You could do this, you could do that, you could be double divine, you could get 17,000 fates. Well, enjoy it while you can, my friends, as we also have the leaderboards getting wiped at the start of the new season, which could always be a little intimidating for some players, as they don't want their round 26 casual run reset from the boards. Also for the Slayer Mart, all items in normal difficulty got a 20% price increase on November 19th. Whether there are additional adjustments made in Season 1 remains to be seen. There are going to be some cooldowns and restrictions for certain GobbleGums and store items as well. No exact details here, but if we had to guess, certain powerful items in the shop or gums will of course have a time cooldown associated with them. Speaking of gumballs, we got a new one coming to DUA 4 called Elemental Exposure. Description is, for the next 10 minutes, you are invulnerable to all hazards, not effective in the boss arena. So hazards are not just electric poles, but also lasers, probably the tornado, green ghosts, things like that. There's going to be some bug fixes for Divine Shield. The most obvious one that comes to mind would be in co-op matches, sometimes your shield item that you're supposed to get for yourself instead goes to a teammate. Gotta be honest, I'm gonna miss stealing my teammate's saw blades.
So Rambo's getting your shield items. That's amazing.
Right, I'm ready.
Is he really? Or is that
That's
just
what he
Cat?
said. No, that's what
Are
he
you
said.
fucking, I swear to God, like I saw him near me. It's like he got my... This is... Bro.
We got some tuning for the Fate of Firepower, so that means it's either gonna be buffed or nerfed. I think we could guess which direction it's leaning towards.
I am overpowered now. Revive me fast.
Yep.
I have the minigun.
Then there's some vague stuff in the patch notes, general stability fixes, improved save and quit reliability. Speaking of save and quit, just yesterday they fixed an issue where players were able to cheese a trophy just by save and quitting on the boss fight. it would then automatically unlock the Reunited with Fidelina trophy for them. And finally, there's also mention of some controller input issues resolved, keyword being some. Definitely if anyone watching has any way to reproduce this issue, the issue being you press the nuke button or the boost button, it doesn't go off, definitely do share, as it's been something that's stumped the community since launch. I've only had it happen to me once so far, but there's been other players swear that they can't drop a nuke to save their life. But then again, we would hear that in older DOA titles as well, so who the heck knows?
I boosted! Yeah. I pressed L1!
Anyways, that's a wrap on the video. Again, these changes are for Season 1. That's December 4th. Some of these changes are not necessarily in the game right now. Again, I repeat, December 4th. So enjoy your Thanksgiving. We'll have some more DOA videos in the meantime. If you have feedback for the game, you could scream into the void in my YouTube comments, or you could be constructive and make a Reddit post. I've been seeing very few Reddit posts for issues that are pretty crucial. Definitely do share your feedback. It's something that's considered by the developers. Some of these changes that I see already on the Season 1 list, these are things that you guys reported on Discord, that you guys reported on Reddit, so continue to do that if you want to see changes made. So peace and love.